Welcome to Power Your Life Today. I'm Kristy Jo, Mind and Body Strategist. And today I want to help you learn how to focus when you're working on a long-term project. Let's define long-term, because sometimes you set goals and it's something that can be accomplished in 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about maybe 6 months to several years. Something like learning a language, getting an education, writing a thesis, going back to school, changing careers, starting a business, writing a book. Whatever it is that you want to accomplish, let's talk about this, because here's the thing is a lot of people, they have these goals and then they get distracted and they lose their focus, they have something else come up, or they hit burnout, overwhelm. They feel like they're not making much progress. And so what happens then? Well, they stop and they give up and they kind of just pull out and they're not committed anymore. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to stay focused. So I'm going to give you one killer tip today that's going to help with this. And if you haven't yet seen the movie Count of Monte Cristo, I want you to go watch it. If you have seen the movie, you're going to know the character Edmond Dantes. Well, in this movie, he's wrongfully thrown in jail, right? And he is in the Chateau d'If. And he just is in this small cell. And every day he got some texts, and he, not like the text like we have, texts of books and intellectual things. And he's working out, and every day he's etching on the wall one little tick mark for every day he is in there. Well, this has struck me over the years as I've set my goals, and I have big projects too that are long-term, and you don't just suddenly see the result come, but you keep working and you keep working. It's kind of like a big tall ladder, and you're looking up at the top of the ladder saying, I really want to be there, but there's no way you're going to be there tomorrow or next month or maybe even in 6 months. But here's the thing, you have to get really good at climbing one rung at a time. So on a daily basis, you've got to come up with a personal accountability system that's going to get you excited. And you have to almost like live to check off that box. So let me tell you a story about why I'm really passionate about this. This is the whole way that I was able to transform my body. Back in 2012, before all of my fitness and nutrition company started as a result of my body transformation, I was at the point that it was sink or swim. It was do it or don't do it. And I kind of was at the point that I knew my life and my happiness depended on my change. So I set up a plan, and every day on my door, there was a little paper. There were 5 boxes across, and then there were I think there were maybe 12, 13, 14 rows down. And I really lived, and my everyday decisions, like every hour decisions, were based on me earning a gold star at the end of the day. Because the only way I got a gold star was if I complied to my nutrition or my fitness. And at that point, it was the level of perfection, like follow through. There was no give or take. And that was my goal. Every single day I wanted that gold star. And if I didn't get that gold star, I didn't know what I would do. And I'll tell you what, there wasn't one day that I didn't get a gold star because I was that committed. Now, don't think that if you're maybe not at the point of full commitment, that that's a bad thing. But I'm saying if you really want to get something, if you want to get there, you have to have that daily commitment to earn your gold star. So what are some of those gold stars you can do? I have some ideas. So you could do what I did, and you could just have a sticker chart. I love smiley faces and gold stars. They really do something. As human beings, we need rewards. We need some form of acknowledgement, a token of good job. You're doing awesome. Something else you could do is you could take a dry erase marker, and on your bathroom mirror, just down in the bottom corner, tick. Be it an Edmond Dantes, tick, tick, tick for every day. And you, all day long, your decisions, your proactiveness, your follow through is so that you know at the end of the day, right before bed, you get to go tick. And in that tick is going to be so much fulfillment for yourself. So it's going to be just whatever you need to do. So whether that's the hour of study, whether that's the 6 hours of writing, whether that's the whatever it is, listening to a particular chapter in a book, you've got to break down those baby steps. You determine that, but it's the acknowledgement process. What about if you had a little small notebook that you kept by your bedside, and every day you did a tick mark or you wrote one phrase about what you did, but it has to be repeated. It has to become a ritual. See, successful people are very ritualistic. So when you follow through every single day, this gets into your patterns of automaticity. When things become automatic, it's gonna happen. You just keep climbing the ladder. And if you are working on a long-term project, you have to be able to keep going. It can't be so manual every single day, like, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. Maybe at the beginning, but your job is to program in your behavior and your habits so it just happens. So especially in my world of nutrition and fitness, where I'm helping people change body composition, whether that's long-term fat loss, maybe it's long-term muscle gains, whatever that goal is, I'm gonna tell you, you can do it. And you have a right to set a goal and do it and follow through. But you have to program in the automaticity of the small behaviors that will add up to the goal. And that's where we take out the stress of frustration when you're like, wake up 2 weeks into it and you're like, I'm not there yet, I give up. No. Give it 4 weeks of automaticity programming where it's manual effort, push and pull, make it happen. And I promise, after 4 weeks of making that happen, you're gonna feel it and you're gonna be able to follow through. So think about some of those things you can do, whether you go and make a chart, whether you take a dry erase marker, a notebook, maybe at night you're just doing a brain dump of everything you've done. Maybe it doesn't have to be a simple line. It could be something you type. It could be an audio message you send to yourself. Maybe go back to my power session about journaling and how to identify progress, and that can give you some ideas as well. So whatever you decide to do, focus on one system of accountability that will help you know you are climbing the ladder and trust the process. Don't interrupt it by losing focus, getting frustrated, getting depressed, feeling overwhelmed. Those things happen, but if you've programmed in the automatic habits, you're gonna get there. This is about you powering yourself. So go and make it happen to become a person of more value, love, and service. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, please share it with one person who comes to mind. Investing in yourself is the best investment you're ever going to make, because when you improve your life, everybody around you improves their lives too. Subscribe to this channel so you are really sure to catch our next power session together so you can continue to power your life to one of more service, value, and love. Until then, power your life today.